Me, Angela, and Norton were sort of in the middle, or actually, let's say the tip of nowhere, playing around on a plethora of different things that you can play around on, like these gravel roads, which obviously Norton is a big fan of, and other different things like beaches and water and lakes and kayaks, because we're hanging out in our tiny home. Now I know that the porch here, the kind of like built-in lean-to porch area, sort of does a disservice to making the outside of the structure look like a tiny off-grid home, but I assure you, it is a tiny off-grid home. If you don't already see what I mean, I don't know what more I could say. But please, come in. Obviously, when you're on the water like this, you're not gonna want to waste all of your structure just on spots to be indoors. No, when you're on the water like this, you need a slightly covered enclosed spot to make sure that you're outside, to ensure that you're outside as often and for as long as possible to enjoy the nice weather that you have while you have it. And also sometimes if you're fair-skinned like me, you kind of need a place to go when you start feeling the burn start. It also makes for a fantastic spot to keep bikes in so that when it does decide to rain, you know they're covered and that they're not going to get ruined by raindrops. I do kind of like to think that it goes without saying that tiny house, off-grid living typically goes hand in hand with spending as much time outdoors doing things you love as possible. So this area should make sense. Before we go inside, look at where we are. It's very much a boat launch for kayaks and canoes. I have gone kayaking one time in my life. So walking through the door, you're kind of greeted with the first little bit of like main indoor sort of living area. Obviously enough space for 2 chairs to hang out in if it's like cold out or it's just too rainy to really want to do anything else other than be inside. But also a dining table with 2 chairs and the main kitchen area. Counter space, of course, is a little bit sparse, but enough to actually prepare a meal on. But normally what we've been doing is just using the dining room table to do it. Water here is potable and always available, but it's tankless hot water, so it's heated by propane. When you turn the hot water on, you can hear the igniter start in the tankless system to heat the water. So it's not instant, but you do have hot water and you don't have to worry about a tank going bad. Utensils and everything just kind of hang out, and then all the plates and cups and everything are under the oven, which, by the way, being off-grid, is propane. It does not use electricity. So there's the dining and kitchen room area, along with rainy day indoor, possibly heated seating, which even at the end of August we did do because it has been particularly cold and rainy. But it's hard to ignore the natural wood railings that lead up upstairs to the bedroom loft area, which, by the way, is an incredibly bright place to be. It truly doesn't really need to be more or less than this. You just kind of need a spot to have a bed and, like, you know, sleep orientated in a way you're not going to hit your head when you wake up too quickly. Yes, the pillows do fall off the back of this all the time, but that's why you have 6 to play with. Not to mention it is fun to, like, look down onto everything from here. So that's an added bonus. Almost hard to believe, in a tiny home there's a hallway, but in this hallway you've got a little bit of storage for extra blankets and a kerosene heater for when it does get too cold, and then probably my favorite part, because I'm most interested in it, the inverter and the battery indicator on how much power you actually have. Right now it's a fairly sunny day, so we've got 100%, but yeah, this place runs off solar only, Comes into this inverter, and there are 3 deep cycle batteries outside that stay charged when the solar panel charges them. And then last but not least, for the tour, a very, very generously full-sized bathroom, which I think a lot of people kind of like skimp out on for a lot of tiny home applications. And then for me, I think another interesting thing for off-grid living, like I said earlier, the tankless hot water system, which just turns on when you turn the hot water on, and after like a couple seconds of running it, you got like very piping hot water. All happens through here. Okay, let's stop hanging out in a bathroom together. It's just bizarre at this point. And then because this is a tiny house, that sort of concludes the entire place. You now know what everything is and where everything is. Now, being in kind of the middle of nowhere, can pretty safely presume, especially with the opening shots of this vlog itself, that there would be a fairly large abundance of gravel roads, paths, and trails to explore a little bit. And while from the literature that I do have saying that there indeed is, I can't comment on it until we do exactly what we're about to go do. Actually, just like go see. Poseidon Redwood, engage. Well, that sounds somewhat promising, doesn't it? Oh, well, I kind of have to go play down there a little bit, don't I? It's gonna be a disservice to this area and this vlog to not come in here and play on dirt piles and hills. Is this a jump? From here to here. Well, I guess I have to try it. I think an area like this is like the perfect place to bring up the argument of like, why do you need a gravel bike? Why do you need a drop bar bike with such big tires? And it'd be like a spot like this. I rode here from where I was at with a bike with gearing that wasn't too bad to be on the road, with hand positions that isn't too bad to be on the road, unlike what a cross-country bike is like. Me, personally, not a big fan of riding a mountain bike on the road. And then we got here where like every feature, every little thing is just like where a bunch of ATVs and dirt bikes kind of just like tool around, which makes for like really fun, exciting terrain for a bike that's like this, that's not like perfect for jumping or like perfect for really anything, but it allows you to like mess around in here for, I've been in here for, I guess we're going on probably 45 minutes without any real spots of like low end fun. Like no boredom has really taken over. So that is why you need a gravel bike. Not because it's like fantastic on the road, not because it's perfect for mountain biking, because it's not. It's perfect for like the little bit of everything. When you find something, you go check it out. And then maybe you want to come back here with a mountain bike, who knows? But now you know about it. It's an exploration tool. Better than a truck. Gets you to different places better. I want to see if I can drop into this canal we just came up. Sort of scarier than I thought. I'm still gonna try. Oh. I kind of want to try it. I kind of want to try it like more diagonal and just see if there's any real possibility of getting hurt. I think all the exciting fun things that I was gonna do on this gravel ride are now complete, captured and edited into this video. So that's the end of this vlog.